We're looking good.
So I'm beginning this project over at the miter saw and table saw, where I'm breaking down some 2x8 material into its respective 2x2 counterparts. The reason I'm doing this is my local stores had really bad 2x2 material, so this is a way to kind of circumvent this. Again, this is a totally optional step if you begin with proper 2x2 material. This project is super easy. Over here at the miter saw, I've got a stop block set up at 10¼ inches, and we're just going to batch out all of these slat pieces as well as cut out any defects. Just a quick reminder, if you want to download plans for this project or any of my other projects, you can go to DIYbuilds.ca and download a free set of plans today. So before we can start assembling our front and side panels, I'm going to need to cut a 3/4 inch rabbet into all these pieces right here. So I have my blade set to 3/4 inch high and my fence spacing as well. So now I'm just going to center these boards. We'll trim the ends after. I'm going to lay down a thick bead of glue, attach everything with some 1.5" me nails, and then that's our panels. So from this big piece right here, we're going to cut out our little swoopy bit on top. So I'm just going to freehand it on this side, cut it on the bandsaw, transfer it to that side, and do the same thing. Just had to make sure to leave 1.5 inches here. So with the router table here, I've got a slot cutting bit set up. We're going to go ahead and cut a groove on the underside of this curved piece, as well as the straight piece and the 2 uprights to accept our plastic lattice work. So you see I've got the front panel clamped in my vise here, and now we're going to work on attaching these front legs. So I'm first going to lay down a bead of glue along the edge. Then we're going to place the leg on top, and using my combination square, we're going to use a 1-inch offset to space the feet off the ground. Then I'm going to pre-drill some holes to make room for some 3-inch construction screws to keep everything in place. So I've got the back panel clamped up in the vise here, and now we're going to attach the back legs, which are also the vertical support for the lattice work. You see the groove cut right here. So again, we're just going to add some glue to this, use my combination square for that 1-inch offset on the bottom, drill some pilot holes, and then drive in more 3-inch construction screws to secure the legs. Next, I'm going to attach the short side pieces to the front panel glue up. Again, just adding more glues and 3-inch construction screws. This time just 1 screw in the middle, as I don't want to hit the other screws. So in order to help attach the back panel, I've got some 1-inch spacer blocks set along the back. That keeps everything nice and aligned while I add some glue and some screws, making sure nothing moves around. Now we're going to attach this board with glue and screws to the front and back panels along the bottom, and that's going to support all the slats which are going to hold the planter on the bottom. And I'm just going to add a couple 3-inch screws through the side into that bottom slat just for good measure. So these bottom slats are made out of pressure treated wood with a 1/4-inch gap between them, as we want the water to run off. This may rot out in time, so I'm not going to be gluing or screwing these down, just a few simple me nails to hold everything in place. Next, I'm going to cut to size this PVC lattice work just with a simple jigsaw, but first I'm going to mark it out matching the contour along the top with about a 1/2-inch offset, as that's what's going to stick into the groove. So to attach this top piece, I'm first going to put the trellis into place, as this will allow me to perfectly align this and the bottom piece, which will totally encapsulate this. Now I just push the trellis all the way to the top and then slide this piece in the bottom and just throw in some more screws and we're done.